In January this year, Preston North End signed Graham Westley from newly promoted Stevenage as their new manager. Now almost a year down the line, I caught up with the man himself to get his verdict on how his first year in charge has gone.
It was a horrible first 3 or 4 months, knowing that the player group probably wasn't behind the agenda that I'd clearly come in with. And you've got to be strong-minded and you've got to be of a strong character, I think, to get through something like that. If you keep your mind on the big picture of what you're doing, then you can cope with it, because I knew that was an essential phase if we were going to make any progress as a football club for the long term. The summer was busy, looking at the market and trying to bring in players, within sort of affordable means. 24 players arrived and 23 of them have come on free transfers. So that was a really, really busy time trying to find players that were available, of sufficient quality, and bring them in. That was tough.
Plenty of movement in the summer saw Wesley make the team his own. This has resulted in North End showing positive signs moving forward, which bodes well with the fans.
I think he's gone all right, to be honest. He's had to change the whole squad, and basically the team try a lot harder than the team last year did, and I've got every confidence we'll finish in the top 6 this year.
I think the fans first of all were against him, but I think they're coming round now to thinking that he's doing a decent job.
When he first came, I thought he was dreadful in terms of his man management skills. Since the summer, when he's brought in his own people and his own players, there's been a different culture about the place and a different level of positivity.
When approached by Preston, Wesley revealed it was advice from a certain top-flight manager that helped him make the decision to move up north.
I remember a conversation I had with Sir Alex Ferguson, and he said to me, you're ambitious, you want to get to the top of the game. Always know when the time is right to move on from the club that you're at. Preston North End has got an unbelievable history. I just saw a fabulous opportunity to be part of a club that's got a supporter base with passion beyond belief, a stadium that is destined for a higher level, and I would have thought it spoke for itself, but some or all of those reasons are behind the decision.
Outside of football, Wesley revealed how he has found life up in the northwest.
Wetter, colder, but I love the people. I think the people are brilliant. They tell it as it is, which is my cup of tea.
After a long year for Graham Westley, it seems like he is finally steadying the ship at Preston. He now faces the tough task of keeping the club moving in the right direction in their pursuit of promotion back to the Championship. I'm Jordan Gamble, reporting for CLR.
Hi Dave, I'm here live from the Dezo pitch where UClan are currently 1-0 up after a goal from Rob Hatchford. Late change to the side was Suso come in for Seb Walsh, and like his Liverpool namesake, he showed good control on the ball, took on a couple of men and played a neat through ball through to Hatchford, who rounded the keeper and made it 1-0. But here's Manchester on the attack, and it's just been headed away, cleared. UClan are breaking now. It's come to the man himself, Suso, who plays it wide to Liam Smith at left back. Coming forward, Manchester trying their best to track back here, but UClan are going forward in numbers. Suso again plays a nice through ball for Hatchford, and he's through on goal. He's gone round the keeper, and it's 2-0 for UClan again. Great work, the two combining together again to make pretty much an identical goal. A fantastic through ball from Suso again, who has pretty much been the star of the game so far for UClan. But UClan looking very tidy in possession, very neat, and making things hard for Manchester now, especially with that 2-goal deficit. But Manchester have got a lot of fast players, especially on the wings, and they have been causing UClan problems down those wings, so it'd be interesting to see how they react to this goal. There was a moment earlier on. Oh, hang on a second. UClan breaking again. They got 3 ahead. Oh, it's just been squared wide there from Joe Wally. Ooh, he could have easily made it 3-0 there. There was a moment earlier on in the game where UClan were on the back foot for a minute or two. Manchester at one point had every man other than the goalkeeper in the UClan half. But since then it's died down and UClan have taken over a bit more, putting more pressure on Manchester. Looking very calm, UClan actually, compared to how they were 10 minutes ago. Settled down a lot more compared to the Manchester side. But I suppose that might be to might be expected when you compare the levels at which both teams are playing at. Hi Ozzy, it's still 3-0 here. Not much has changed since we last spoke. UConn had a great chance actually before. Joe Worley done really well, rounded the defender who threw himself in for the slide, and then the keeper come out, but with the goal gate from behind the keeper, he tried to chip him but just went over. Other than that, not much has happened since. It's still been very much UConn's game here, and Manchester have constantly been on the back foot. 3-0 here at the Desso pitch at UConn Sports Arena. No, you've literally just missed a goal. It's actually 5-0 now. O'Toole has just made it 5 with a fantastic volley, a cross coming from the left that was deflected. It come down to him. He was unmarked and it was just easy to put away on the volley. Goal before that just come about 2-3 minutes ago. Again, it was Liam Smith who took the cross, and it come to Rob Wally who took it down superbly. The cross coming from the left back position up to the forwards, took it down superbly, and then struck it past the keeper. There was nothing he could do. UConn 5, Manchester 0 here before half-time. Explosive start to the second half. 3 goals already within the first 5 minutes. 2 from Joe Wally. One was just an easy tap, and then another was a ball into the box that bounced, which the defenders didn't deal with, and he just simply had to head it away. The 8th goal, the one before Wally's second, was a great strike from Hatchett that went in. Oh, UConn just come close again there. Keeper's parried it wide and it's a corner. But yeah, 8-0 the score here. As I say, great start to the second half and things are looking really good for UConn.
Brazilian mixed martial artist Mario Sukata created his own team in Preston 5 years ago. They have come a long way since then, and this time last year they moved into their own base above the Iron Man gym. I met head coach Tom Hanlon to see how the move has benefited Sukata Preston.
Been quite good ups and downs. Like the lads have done very well as in regards competitions. Had quite a few medals won in jiu-jitsu competitions. The MMA, one of the lads has got 4 titles, and he's got a good record of 10-2-1.
Has there been much improvement competitively since you've moved here? Have you noticed that this has made the difference in the team as a whole?
Yeah, definitely. I think more that as regarded the facilities, it's more that there's more hours to train, so people can come more and obviously to hone their skills. And there is guys have got a lot better and stuff, and from other gyms that have come and trained, they've said, I can tell your guys have sort of hit other levels because of the amount of training and facilities.
The new facilities have seen an increase in participation at all levels that has benefited the team.
A lot of it's beginners. I've had a few people, because we are next to the university, a few sort of students have trained elsewhere and they've come here and they've sort of done the research and with the closest facilities to them. And I think also that people want to do a new hobby, a new fitness, and sort of look up on what's closest is this in regards to people that have come, because they do seem quite local.
Sukata Preston's veteran fighters have also benefited from the move.
They're going pro because the facilities are good. They can still train, in the team. Des he's got one more fight amateur and then he goes pro. And then maybe to look sort of expanding and teaching in schools and stuff.
Mixed martial arts is one of the fastest growing sports in the Northwest. This state-of-the-art facility here is enhancing the skills of its fighters as well as the reputation of the sport. Many gyms across the region are doing everything they can to follow in the footsteps of Sukata Preston. Jordan Gamble, Sport Northwest. I met with local coach Stephen Hale to get the perspective from the sidelines.
I think given the fact that it's such a football mad city, the facility should be far, far better. The problem we have is that there's a lot of funding problems. I can't really discuss what goes on at the County FA because I'm not involved in it, but from our point of view, I think more should be done to make the standard of the pitches far better. I think for me personally, the biggest thing would be to make the pitches more secure, stop people walking on them, dogs going on them, stuff like that. That is a big problem we have. We're very lucky here that the adults pitch is private, so it's really lucky, but that is a prerequisite of the league that they're in, that they have to have a private pitch. But the kids' pitches, they struggle, especially this time of year once they've been played on so much. they need to be looked after more, and the problem is funding, as with everything. Funding issues from the County FA for all these pitches that are played on 3-4 times a day, sometimes some of these pitches. I think that's a really difficult question to answer. The pitches need to be looked at. I don't think that it's conducive to good standard football, especially for the kids I take up, getting to a certain age now, under 14s, under 15s, where they want a bigger pitch if possible, but they've got to play on the same pitches that an under 12s team who are 3 years younger. And I know it doesn't sound a lot, but the 3 years are a massive difference.
Merseyside Youth Association works on developing sport in the city. Operations and Business Development Manager Liam Corcoran explained to me what they're doing to help the development of the grassroots game.
I think at the moment it's in severe need of long-term investment. It's worth considering that there's something could be done. However, we've had support previously from the Football Foundation, and we've currently got an application in. I mean, we're trying to apply for a new building up at Jeffrey Humble, and that is a very significant amount of money that they would be investing in the facilities. So, and I know that money comes directly via the FA, which again is about income that's been taken back out of the professional game. So there is some of it. I think potentially it's about maybe having some more links. I look at Jeffrey Humble, where we want to do this development. It needs so much development, it's unbelievable. But I know for a fact that was where Wayne Rooney started playing football, Steve McManaman, and we've got rumours, we're not 100% sure that Jamie Carragher also played there.
Liverpool's a city with a rich footballing culture, where the people are passionate about the game from grassroots level to the top. But many believe that the current facilities provided and the standard of the pitches are hindering the development of young players. It's pitches like these here at Jeffrey Humble and Fazakerley, where European Cup winners Jamie Carragher, Wayne Rooney and Steve McManaman all made the name. But how many more are going to follow in their footsteps with the current standards provided? It's apparent that the biggest problem towards development is funding. Liverpool County FA receives financial backing through a national pot which is administered by the Football Foundation. This national pot is funded by 3 organisations: the FA, the Premier League and Sport England. After meeting with Alex, it's become clear that the County FA are well aware of the improvements needed for facilities at grassroots level. But even with the funding that they receive, they still face the difficult task of accommodating it all and keeping everyone happy.